What's going on? It's your boy Eastside JP back at y'all another episode of the Shoebox Money Podcast. Today we got a thoroughbred hustler on here. One of my day one partners. He do everything, man. I done seen him cut hair, throw parties, get into real estate, and now he got one of the hottest up and coming restaurants / lounges in the city. I go there all the time. Eating Vibe, Envy, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? It's popping. We got my boy Montae on here, real busy man. I'm glad you popped that for me, fam.
Show me that.
Yeah, appreciate you. But we just gonna jump right in. First thing I want to ask you is like, how was your childhood? How was your upbringing? Like, what you see? What made you want to like hustle, chase your own money?
See, I ain't gonna lie, man. I grew up in the hood and shit, so my dad was like in the streets and shit. So I always had this mentality like I want to be like in the streets on some street shit, but I'm like I gotta be legit though. So I just did a little gambling shit coming up as a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
And I ain't gonna lie, he was like. He was a thoroughbred hustler. I remember just even us all, you know what I'm saying, getting in the car, going to the club. You want on no bullshit numbers, you used to tell her like, man, look, man, I need gas in my car. And Montae, it'll probably be 4 of us. He'll come pick up all 4 of us. He gonna charge all 4 of us like, bro, you give me $6, you give me $6, $7, $7. He gonna fill his car up, and he gonna get in the club. He gonna get in the club for free. And getting older, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker had to understand that like he driving us around. He really fuck with us. And his car take gas, you know what I'm saying? We used to get a little attitude and shit about this shit. Cause like, man, you wild nigga, bro, you supposed to come get a book.
Man, y'all niggas do cheap as hell and not want to give me a little $8.
We just, we ain't understand. And like, I remember, I don't know if that was your first job, but the only job I ever in my life remember you had was when you was working at Schnucks.
And see, I don't remember I had did this shit because, man, I had some little, I had my baby and shit, so my baby mama had, went and got some shit from the States, so they wanted a little money from it, so I had to have a job so they can pull their little money.
Child support shit.
Yeah, child support shit, but it really wasn't shit, though. I was just working a little 8-9 hours a week just for they can get their little bread and leave me the fuck alone.
I remember that. I'm just saying, I remember this shit, and that's what I'm saying, only job I ever remember you having. And I just remember, like, me being, I was hard-headed. Me being in the streets, me trying to do little shit. You was the only person telling me. You was like, man, JP, like, man, you ain't got to do this shit. At this time, I remember you had at first you had the white colors.
Yeah, little two-door colors.
You had the little two-door colors. And then I ended up going to jail for a little minute, you know what I'm saying, getting out. And then you put it on me, you was like, man, you ain't got to be doing this shit. You was like, cuz I make dope boy money cutting hair. And at the time, you had a little,
that shit for real.
You had a Monte Carlo.
Yeah, the Monte Carlo.
Yeah, you were riding around, so cutting everybody hair, $7, $10, $12.
Yeah, pulling up to a nigga crib.
Depending on the area, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So around that time of shit, I just if I'm cutting Cordova that day, I'ma just line up about 8-9 heads in Cordova so I can hit spot to spot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just pulling up in Cordova for one nigga. You see what I'm saying? It had to make sense.
Yeah, you knew. You had your business organized back then.
My shit mapped out, bro.
But like, even back then, I'm gonna keep it real. Even back then, you was one of the you one of the first niggas to influence me, cause I went to the barber school. Same barber school you went to. You remember you pulled up.
Yeah.
By that time, it wasn't no white Monte Carlo no more. That motherfucker was pink.
Yeah,
with the 24s on that bitch. But you were proud of hell of the nigga just cause the nigga was trying to do something positive. You know what I'm saying? And like the barbering shit, I ain't gonna lie, like you did this shit on a high level.
Man, this shit so crazy, Jay Sean. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Man, so I working at the barbershop in North Memphis, called Napoleon and shit. It wasn't like, I'm like, this ain't my vibe. So my uncle was like, man, this building's finna go out of building next door to it, man. If you come out here, bro, I gonna get this building next door and then knock the wall down. You come over there. Man, that was the best shit in my life, bro. I ain't even gonna lie because when I went over there, I didn't even know this shit was gonna take out so fast. So my uncle was like, when I first got over there, it was like, man, we gonna do 60-40 since you just started. Like, you give me 60%, you keep 40%. You ain't got no real booth rent. But man, my first week, bro, I made so much goddamn money. My uncle like, man, nah, bro, you just gotta go on, just pay straight up booth rent. Fuck this 60-40, cause you made too much goddamn bread. She just took out for me, man. My face card good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, face card good. Man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody love you. Cut the shit out of some hair.
I ain't gonna lie.
And like you went from, that shit was so crazy. You went from $7, $12 haircuts all the way up to $100 haircuts.
Yeah, 100 plus. Yeah, 100 plus. Like
100 plus. And like what you think? Like what you think it was that like separate you from other barbers? Cause everybody can't charge this shit.
I don't know, man, cause I feel like my niggas really just fuck me cause I'm a cool nigga. They look at that nigga be fresh hair, fly ass nigga. I just want to just get around this nigga, just talk to him. Sometimes niggas just want to get around me and just talk and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like you feel like your image, the way that you carry yourself, like your
Man,
persona,
yes,
this shit
take
play a
it,
role. It
man,
play a
play a
role in the
major
money you
role.
make.
And then that shit really took out, man. I started like, I had this one friend girl, she turned me on to one NBA nigga that played for the Grizzlies. Once I started doing that nigga, my shit just started just blowing up. Next thing you know, I ran into Dolph at Chuck E. Cheese. He was like, man, you be cutting my nigga Rocksteady heard on my DJ. I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, I know you young nigga. He said, man, I'm gonna come get chopped for you. You know what I mean? Boom. So me and him had chained up. He said,
I
bro, he
remember
said,
seeing the
yeah,
videos.
yeah, nigga said, man, I'm gonna hit your ass up probably in a couple days. Didn't mind call me on the Monday. He called me like, man, Montae, what's up? I said, who it is? He said, man, this dog, man, what you got going? I said, man, shit, I'm at the crib chilling. He said, man, she can chop me up. I was like, what you mean pull up on you? He said, nah, nigga, I'll pull up on you. Where I gotta come to? Nigga pulled straight up into the barber shop in the Ferrari.
And this
And,
thing,
man, that shit went from there. That nigga tagged me. That shit went crazy.
next thing you know, and he was a consistent class. I seen you
Nah,
cut Dolph her
a lot of times.
a couple
A
times.
lot of times. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
He fought with me.
now you done went to a whole nother level. You barely cut her.
My brother cut her, bro. I on some gang shit. I just do this shit like on Thursday, just on some cool shit that, for my close people I really fuck with. You know what I mean?
What was it like? Like you got tired of this shit, or
I wouldn't even say I really got tired of it, bro. It was just like, man, with me just cutting her, I met so many different motherfuckers that showed me how to put my money to different shit. So it was like, I ain't finna just sit in the barber shop from sun up and sun down no more, bro. You know what I'm saying?
you know how to make your money work for you?
Yes, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. So I just networking, talking to motherfuckers, and then I ain't even gonna lie. What really changed my life, fool? When I was cutting her and shit, but then I'm like, man, I want to open up me a restaurant lounge. Boom. So I working on that joint called Influence, but I never got it open. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I might end up losing probably down like 400-something thousand this shit. But in the midst of all that shit, man, the dude that was doing all my construction work, my sister introduced me to this nigga. So my sister was like, man, you gotta meet this nigga right here. I'm like, what's up? And she like, man, he can put you on some money shit for real. So in the midst of us, like him, working on my spot, trying to get it going and shit, man, that nigga, doing business shit, cause he got like a renovation coming. So it like, first time nigga like, man, give me like 7,000. I'm gonna turn your 7,000 to 10,000, and I'm gonna get back to you in like 2 weeks. So boom, I did it. Shit came right back. And but I'm still investing money in the spot. And I got down to my last little money shit, but I was still investing with him. And I ain't even gonna lie, this shit right here, man. So with me saying it, so man, he made a couple of moves and shit. I'm getting a little 5, little 6 and shit, making a little 2,000 out of profit every 2 weeks. But then he hit me for a go. So he was like, man, he said, bro, man, I got a cold play. He said, man, I need 30,000, right? But he said, but I'm gonna turn your 30 to 75 in 30 days. Listen to me. Man, I'm talking about, I'm nervous motherfucker. I'm like, I'm down to my last 30 bands because I'm all in at the spot.
Yeah.
All in. All my money, I'm talking about real money, like my real cash.
Yeah, you investing your money.
Real money. So I'm down to my last 30. And he asked for 30. I'm like, damn, is this like a sign from God or something? He asked for 30, and all I got to my name is 30 bands and 2 credit cards, fool.
He asked for the 30.
He asked for the 30. What you think I did?
Gave it to him.
Gave the man at 30. I turned that 30 to 75 in 30 days. Guess what I was eating shit off of? My goddamn credit card.
Yeah.
My mama said, boy, your ass crazy. I would never did that. It was just a chance, nigga, too. I take risk, bro. I ain't scared.
You know how to get some money, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna come back. And he had already,
Man.
he kinda already proved himself to
Yes.
you in a way.
Yeah, he was already like, I'm talking about everything come back. So I'm like, man, I got a church, nigga. So I put them nigga my last 30 band in my name, bro. I'm talking about clean my bank account out. And this shit was probably around like, about 2020, 2021, because man, I had a bankroll, but like I said, I invested all my shit into the influence spot that I was trying to get before Envy.
Yeah. Now you finna do influence again. Like, I see.
And I got some other little shit working out of town too, on another little image spot too, but yeah, fool. But
I'm gonna just say this, cause like you never know, you know what I'm saying? You never really know like what skills that you pick up that you're gonna end up using in the future, because like, I've been kicking it with Montae a long time, you know what I'm saying, when we young niggas. Like, he always been, like, go to the clubs and shit, but you always been figuring out, like, how to throw your own parties, like, how to do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? How to do, like, you probably don't remember this shit. We was in high school, we was trying to figure out how to throw a pool party or something. We was just talking about this shit, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't never do it, you know what I'm saying? You stuck with it, you know what I'm saying? And you, man, you threw some parties, you threw some events.
The little house parties and shit. Just turn me up a little bit. The little house party, and we throwing party, buzzing and shit. Then niggas started like, oh, that nigga, he locked in for real, so folks fuck with him. So niggas started giving me their venue for free, but just telling me, man, look, my bar at least gotta do 5 bands. That was easy. So I get everything, I get the whole dough, I get the boost and all this shit for free. Niggas just giving me that spot. And see, I looked at that shit, I'm like, mama goddamn hustle. I'm like, these niggas giving that shit for free. I might make 7 bands at the door or something, but I'm looking at these niggas bar, I'm like, these niggas made 30 bands at the bar.
I need to do me.
I need to do me.
Yeah.
So that's why I got into this shit. I'm like, I gotta do my own goddamn thing. So now I see everything.
But like, I ain't gonna lie, like you could just all the shit, you know what I'm saying? All the shit makes sense because you know you really been doing this shit since you was young. We probably wasn't getting the money they was supposed to get, but
Yeah.
you been I ain't
I
like you
stayed
been
down.
and you been since high school. You know what I'm saying? You been hustling since high school, but like.
And then on that real estate shit, the same nigga I told you, my sister introduced me to, the contractor nigga. Me and him bought a couple of properties together and shit, you know, flipping like this shit, there's some shit I like. I still do this shit right there. This shit I don't even gotta post, you know what I'm saying? Shit overstood.
Yeah. I mean, you still own properties?
You got some?
I mean, own property.
I probably got like 5 right now.
Like fast right now. You do more like
See, I do more like wholesale and flip.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask you. Fix and flip.
Yeah, like flip, yeah, quick flip, like quick fix, then flip it.
You remember? You remember getting your first property? Was you nervous or what?
Mine ain't gonna lie, I was nervous here, bro. Cause like I told you, I be using my real cash. So my first property, I ain't gonna lie. So my first property, I bought the property for like $35,000, and I put probably about, I'd say I had to put probably about 40 in it.
Yeah.
So we had about 75 already. I'm talking about my real money.
Yeah.
But
no
I had
credit line.
no, just straight cash for real.
Yeah.
And she was so crazy, fool, because I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, what the fuck I'm getting into? Because and then I end up buying in the wrong neighborhood. I bought in Binghamton, fool. So with that house, I end up sitting on that motherfucker about a year because the street right here good, right?
Yeah.
In Binghamton, the street right here we on.
The next street
good.
over.
Man, next street over, niggas hanging out, you know, gang shit, all type of shit. So motherfuckers scared to buy right here. So me, I didn't catch it off top because it's like, damn, oh, this a steal for this motherfucker. I ain't got to put too much in, but end up sitting the motherfucker about a year later, probably like, I think I got about 125 for, but I had 75 in it, but I sit on the hover down there a year for.
It took you a whole year to make that little 50 ball.
Get that little 50 ball. I'm like, at that point, I was like, man, really, fuck it, long as I get my goddamn money back, I'm cool.
It's still, you learned though.
But yeah, learn, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it come with.
Like, what made you just say, like, man, fuck this haircut and shit, I'm finna go full-fledged?
Man, like I said, bro, my time more valuable, bro. Cause like I tell you, nigga, you saw me, nigga, I'm in the barbershop, nigga, 9 in the morning to down to 9 at night. Nigga, I'm like, how I'ma just sit in this motherfucker all day? I ain't gonna have time to really think about to do some other shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to just kind of cut this shit short, bro, and like focus on my dream for real. And shit, even my dream, that shit going on.
That shit going on.
That shit going on, nigga. So I ain't had like, I'm like, bro, I'm all in. I ain't want no plan B or no shit. This my plan A and B and C. This shit gotta work, nigga.
It's working.
Shit, it's going on.
You ever had a time when you was just like, man, fuck this shit? Like you feel like you ain't want to do this shit no more? You just like giving up on this shit?
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie, fool. I got discouraged as hell when I told you before envy. I had influence. Man, I done gave up. I ain't gonna lie to my uncle. I said, man, fuck this shit. Like, I'm done with it. I had paid rent over there for 3 years, never got the motherfucker open because Cole giving me hell. Somebody was playing in the background. Ain't know how that politics and shit go. It was so much bullshit going on. So I really got discouraged, fool. And I had seen, so with envy, that used to be the old little blow lounge shit. So I saw that motherfucker go out of business. I'm telling my nigga, I said, man, that motherfucker, they gone. I said, man, we need to hit them folks up ASAP. So we hit them, so they put us on like a run around, cause we, young, look like young niggas shit, but we about our business though. Me and my nigga Tim own this young together and shit, But
Tim.
Yeah, man, they just get a nigga to run around, fool. So they were like, oh well, we got 2 other people bidding with y'all. So they put us on the background. So out of all that, we going back and forth down to like 6 months and shit. So I just said, man, I just told my Uncle Mara, I said, man, I ain't gonna lie, I said, man, fuck this club shit. I just gotta figure this shit out another way. But they end up calling us like probably like 6 months later, like, hey, y'all still interested in this building? The people, they stood down, so and then shit, we had it locked in. And then since then, that shit, I had opened that motherfucker last year on my birthday in 2024, And that shit been going up ever since.
Throughout your journey, like, what you feel like your biggest moment, your biggest accomplishment was in this shit?
I ain't gonna lie, gang. My biggest accomplishment, bro, open up envy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this the biggest shit I ever did. Like, no nigga did. I know how to did little shit. We ain't gotta even talk about for real. But nigga made a little play, got a little money, but I ain't gonna lie, fool. Even like this shit, like this the
This
jump,
your-
bro. They like this shit, like changing nigga life for real.
You
Like
know,
I was
like-
getting, like I said, I was getting money with old, but we getting money for real. I'm talking about real money, but it's like I was still like banking on him to like bring plays to me, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like now I got my shit. So bro could have walked away any day, like man, fuck Montae, like I can cut the money out. So now I feel more comfortable. Me and him still get money together, but
You ain't dependent on
I ain't
him.
depending on him. I got my own shit, bro.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it make me feel I can sleep good at night.
Yeah. That shit was hard sleeping tonight with your 30 balls, the nigga not knowing what he gonna do.
Like I don't know what. I'm
Yeah.
like I ain't really got no other shit. This like my real money coming in with him cause that haircut shit. Like nigga getting probably like still like right there. Now I go to barbershop every like on a Thursday. Now I probably do, let me see. So I do 4 days out the month. Nigga I was cutting her. Now I probably still make about 10, 12 bands a month just out in 4 days. I'm talking about real talk.
I ain't gonna let some shit I know.
I'm talking about for real. Nigga walking in home Thursday, nigga make 3 bands. I'm talking about for real. 3,000. I'm in that whole probably like I ain't gonna lie, gang. Maybe like 5, 6 hours. Now I make 3 bands and I'm gone.
It's tough. It's tough.
And that's just that. And you know, you got a little other shit going on. They
Yeah.
got really speak on me. Yeah, shit going on.
But man, you know, it's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people watching. You know, people look up to me. People look up to you, and a lot of people like they don't know how to go about doing shit. They might feel like this shit ain't even possible for them. If you can get on one piece of advice, like what would you get on? Like just a young nigga in the street that ain't really got no way, ain't really got no direction. He wants some money, but he ain't really got no direction. He ain't got no guidance. What piece of advice you would give him?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You gotta be willing to take a risk, bro. Gotta take that risk, bro. Shit, for real.
It's simple as this.
Man, you gotta take that risk. Shit, cause that risk, that one risk, man, take you over the top.
And you need to understand, like, I ain't gonna lie. Every time you gotta be willing to continuously take risks, cause you
Yeah,
can take,
cause you know what I'm saying. Like you gotta be ready for the wins and losses. It come with it. It's
you
part
come
of
with
it.
yeah.
You can't be scared.
You gotta know how to lose, and you gotta know failure part of the process. Man, you got something new that you working on, something you did say influence. We can expect, we can be expecting from you soon. What you finna pop out with next?
I'm gonna be real though. I got some shit I'm working on in out of town, bro. I ain't gonna say where, but I see fuck the influence shit. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm finna do another envy out of town. It's
Okay,
it's in the
then.
work right now. I got the building
Okay,
shit, so I'm working on it right now.
It's major.
Yeah. So I'm
It's
looking
major.
at probably no later than about the end of the year for that joint to pop out.
Man, you got anything else you want to say to the people? Anything you want the people to know?
I ain't not right off the top of my head.
All right, it's all good. I ain't gonna lie, man. You got a good ass interview. I ain't even think you gonna do that much talking. You know what I'm saying? You don't normally just talk that much. To say, I ain't think you gonna do that much.
What I told you, boy, you just put me on front. You got really ain't with all this
Nah, I ain't
goddamn
gonna lie, you
talking. My
did your
brother,
shit though.
yeah,
you
for sure.
did. I ain't gonna lie, you got a good ass interview. But might be another big interview. You know what I'm saying? Good interview with the Shoebox Money Podcast, bro. Brother came out, day one partner. I appreciate you coming out, bro, giving them folks game, information, motivation, inspiration. And man,
Love,
hopefully,
nigga.
when you open up your new spot, we gonna do a part 2. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna do a
Talk
part
about
2
this.
for sure,
Yeah. Appreciate you for coming out, family.
Love, nigga.
Love.
All right, y'all.